Welcome to the Imperial Grandstand. My name is Alan Imperial.
And I'm Carlos Del Rosario.
Welcome to the couch, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about the rest of Season 2 of My Hero Academia.
Again, if you're new to the show and you've never seen Season 1 or Season 2, then don't watch this. Just watch the show. Watch My Hero Academia. It's amazing.
And that's how you build an audience, by kicking people out.
Yeah, it's exclusion. It's like in A Pretty Woman, where it's like, no, Julia Roberts, you can't shop here. And it's like, oh, I totally want to shop here now.
You can't earn that lady will never earn that commission. Man, that's a dated joke.
It is a dated joke, but we know exclusion is sexy. Oh my god, I just said that.
Oh, Carlos.
There we go. Yeah, that's gonna be in my tombstone. That's the hill I'm gonna die on.
We're not cutting.
Yes.
So, if you have seen the show, a little bit of a recap just to catch you up. In Season 1 of My Hero Aka, we learn of some of our main characters that we can see on the screen. This green-haired guy is going to be Midoriya.
Yeah, let me just
pull up
some visuals here. And like always, we begin with Wikipedia here. Oh my god, right? Wow.
Yeah, so it's about 26, 25 episodes for
yes.
that we've already went over.
But yes, our protagonist is Izuku Midoriya. He's in UA, the Japan's premier hero school. His All Might, basically, his Obi-Wan.
Yep. Again, we meet some of other characters like Uraraka, his partner,
friend,
partner, because they did the cavalry battle together.
Sure,
in Season 2.
We just finished the tournament arc, and now the kids are because it's educational. They're in education. They're in high school. They're doing internships. They're going to do internships, and that's one of the reasons why they were in the sports festival.
Now, another reason they were in the sports festival is to market themselves. So before they could apply for internships, they actually have to do one thing. And it's actually a great moment because it's something that I know I dreamed about as a kid. It's choosing your superhero name.
Choosing your superhero name, exactly. So, the episode that we're up to, apropos, time to pick some names. So, Mr. Aizawa announces to everyone, you gotta pick a name. And we got some cool names. Kirishima, let me bring him up.
Is that the rock guy?
Yeah, the rock guy.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, sure. I don't know what I'm doing there.
Yeah,
but his hero name is Red Ride. Yeah, and he looks like a Red Ride. I like that.
Yeah. Something that I'm actually disappointed about with this list here, something that is important later on, and we're going to talk about it, is blood type. Because they always bring it up.
Yes.
During the middle title cards.
Yes.
And it actually is kind of super important.
It's super important later on, but we got some other names here and there. The pink girl is Pinky,
The pink girl, that's the acid.
Acid
quirk.
Yeah, with the acid quirk, yeah. Yeah, let's give you... Here we go. I love her personality, by the way. She's great.
She's just happy to be here.
Yeah. Let's get a good one. And she's Pinky. Bakugo, I think, wants to be called King Murder Explosion.
And everybody loves it because they're not going to argue with the man who has won the tournament.
It's like, they're like, really, really think about this name. Yeah. I think King Explosion would actually be a fine name. I could see him as King Explosion. Maybe not King Murder Explosion.
I think the murder's actually very important to the name.
Maybe not the name you want. But Midoriya, he chooses the name Deku.
It's a name that was given to him from childhood because he was quirkless.
He's quirkless. And Deku, I don't know the exact translation, but it means nothing, or it's something to be It's something that's derogatory, but he wants to make it his own. Like, I am Deku. So that's very cool,
Yeah, turning a negative into a positive.
Yes, exactly. So where are we in the episode? Internships. Yeah, they're just picking out things. Yeah, let's just bring up the episode here.
Wait, before we start.
Yeah, what up?
Again, let's keep it on the screen. Tatooine Station.
Tatooine Station. Yep.
Again, another callback to Star Wars. Like, you got to keep out an eye out for these Easter eggs. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
So here, Deku is just going to school.
And like he's being recognized because he was basically in the equivalent of the Olympics. That's what the sports festival is because, why just the normal Olympics would look boring in comparison. You want to see young people using their quirks.
You don't see anybody that's in their 30s doing the pommel horse.
I would like to see some curling, though. That would be awesome. Oh, my God.
The American team just looks like a bunch of dads who went for a beer run. I actually was watching the curling event for the Winter Olympics. Yeah. It's like, hey, these look like guys I would drink with.
Like the curling team, if you were really, I feel that's the team. If I was just really dedicated to curling, I could be on the team if I really wanted to. But
yeah, it's repetitive, it's consistent. I think you'd be good at that.
Yeah,
mind-numbing.
And Sue, she's a fan favorite. She's a Froppy, adorable name. I love it. Let's see.
I thought it would have been Froggy, but it kind of disappoints me. But Froppy is a fun name.
Froppy, yeah. Let's see. Earphone Jack, perfect. Tentacoil.
Oh, yeah. The guy with the arms.
Cellophane Sugar Man because he has super diabetes. Love him.
I love an episode we're going to get to later on in the series when we find out he uses his super diabetes for, I think, the greater good because he uses it to make everybody happy.
Yeah, we go through the characters here. Let's just...
Yeah, Charge Bolt is...
Uravity. Yeah, Charge Bolt is Kaminari.
Yeah, it's the lightning guy.
Yeah.
Creati is Momo.
Oh, Grape Juice. Oh my God, I thought I made up Grape Juice, but no, he's called Grape Juice.
That's how good of a name it is. You just knew it.
Yeah, if you could bring the mic closer to you, that would be nice. Thank you. Yeah, this is Bakugo with King Murder Explosion. Not quite a great name. Oh, sorry.
King Explosion Murder.
King Explosion Murder. I was close. But King Explosion, that would work. Gravity, yeah. Yida, oh, by the way, Yida is going through some things. He's his brother, if you recall, was attacked by the hero killer Stain, and he is now paralyzed.
Right, and here it's basically his brother just telling him, "Yeah, I'm basically not gonna be a hero anymore, and it's now your time to shine," and that's a lot for a teenager to take on.
Oh yeah, like he looks older, but he's I think he's just 14, honestly.
Yeah, they're all like 15, 14.
Like first year high school students.
Oh yeah, this part of the story. Yeah, they're like 14, 13.
Deku again. He takes the name
Deku.
Lord Explosion Murder. Just remove the. I don't know why the murder is so important to Bakugo.
It's a mentality of how he will win.
I suppose so. Yeah, Lord Explosion would also work. I mean, no complaints there. That's my thing. So, a lot of them got internships, but unfortunately Deku, because his quirk for now is kind of disgusting looking. Yeah, he uses it at 100%. He just breaks appendages.
Yeah, there's just blood splatter. It's gross to look at. It's wonderful.
Uraraka, she gets a internship with the Gunhead. I think that's his name. He's a like a battle hero, and I kind of love that because it's like you wouldn't think that Uraraka is the physical type, but she wants to be physical because she had that battle with Bakugo, and she wants to change.
Yeah, she's like, if only I was more physically fit, I could have beat him.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like I love that. You have to acknowledge your weaknesses, your faults, if you want to improve in the world, and like this is the guy to learn from. And I love. Well, I think his name is Gunhead. Internet, if I'm wrong, please
Leave a
correct
comment.
me. Yeah.
Yeah. Correct, Carlos.
Yeah.
If he's wrong, maybe he's right.
Maybe. I don't know.
So, yeah, here people are signing up for different internships.
Yes.
And All Might, because All Might and Deku have a relationship already, he kind of pulls him aside and is like, you're gonna meet this awesome dude.
Oh yes, Gran Torino, who was All Might's mentor.
Yeah, he was his mentor. He's basically, you were calling him the Yoda.
Yeah, he is like, when you see him, like, he's totally Yoda, because you'll see him. But it's like, he's basically, if All Might is Obi-Wan, then the person that taught Obi-Wan, the prequels kind of muddy the waters there. But the person who taught Obi-Wan, according to, the original trilogy, was Yoda. So,
right.
Yeah. And, I adored Gran Torino. He's great. And All Might has trepidations because it's like, oh, crap.
I don't want to go near him.
No.
I have memories.
He has really bad memories working with Gran Torino. But, hey, Deku being Deku is like, he's all for it. He wants to be better.
Yep.
Oh, and meanwhile, Stain, the hero killer Stain.
It's just killing heroes.
He's on the loose, this mad dog.
Yeah.
And
you have people like Ida, who you would think would sign up for like one of the more prestigious internships, goes to a lesser known one.
For some
reason.
In Hosu City. Yeah, we'll get back to that. But yeah, everyone is just on their way. And Ida, he's got some
plans.
He's got some dark motivations, and oh boy, this is a great turning point for his character.
Yeah, look at that determination.
Oh my goodness!
Like the person. Now remember, before this point, he was the straight-laced one.
Oh yes, absolutely. He was Mister. No, please do not sit on the seats. Or I'm sorry, do not sit on the tables. Yeah. But it's like he's gonna be breaking some rules. That's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna find out more.
Yeah. All right, next episode. Bam. Okay. All right, let me just look at the thing here. Gran Torino. All right, Bizarre. Gran Torino appears. The internship begins. Izuku meets up with Gran Torino. Izuku. All right.
It's just everybody in their prospective first days on internships.
Yep.
And the thing that I love, to bring it back to the Yoda comparison, is that let's bring up this shot of when they first meet. Midoriya, knows he's gonna meet this guy. He's super powerful, and it's like, oh no, this old man is bleeding on the floor. And it's like, oh no, this old man has ruined his lunch.
Yes. Yeah, I think it was like ketchup packets or something. I forgot what, but it's like, oh, it's funny, and he's this tiny man, but yeah, he's pretty powerful, honestly.
Yeah, we're gonna get there, but basically he's just really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And he's kind of like acting like Yoda, where it's like he just seems, who are you? What are you doing here? What's your name?
Oh, shucks. He came and visit me.
Just throw Deku off.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, in a very strange way, this microwave comes in. It's such an important plot point later.
Right, because it's ticking down.
It's ticking down, yeah.
And that I'm going to leave it there.
And again, Deku can't really use his powers at 100% without hurting himself. He has the scar from the tournament when he was fighting Todoroki, because It's just he was going all out, but he was being reckless, I'd say.
Yeah.
You can't he can't sustain.
He can't sustain
this
his
level.
the 100% of the of his All Might power.
Yeah.
All for one. And
One for all.
One for all. All right, because
Yeah.
it's the other one.
Yeah, I know it's confusing. It's purposely confusing.
They do that on purpose.
Yeah.
And not only did he have to start breaking fingers, he had to start re-breaking fingers. So that's why.
Yeah, he broke him twice, just to
Yeah.
give you that, and he's got to learn. This is why he's with Tyrion. And now it's some time for some Yoda training.
Yep.
And
Where
it's
just Gran Torino just is really, really fast.
Just start dodging.
He's never gonna put on that damn cowl.
Yeah, and so we got the Yoda training, and it's like Deku's learning, but he's just too slow. He can't catch up.
Yeah, and basically he tells him, until you can learn to use your powers, I'm not gonna train you, and that's why he went and bounced.
Well, I don't know.
He's making him think about it.
Yeah, I think there was a pause. I don't know if he's saying that. I don't want to give him wrong information.
Fair.
Yeah. Maybe. I'm not saying you're wrong, but it's
Yeah.
we're just scrolling through this. In the meantime, this is Ida right here in the in Genium suit.
Right, because he got the mantle passed down to him.
He's in his he's interning in Hosu City, and what he wants to do is find the Stain the hero killer. There we go. The person who hurt his brother, who paralyzed him.
Right.
And it's not for the best motivations. It's for revenge, plain and simple.
Yeah, that's why he actually didn't go to the best and the brightest places he could be, because he's just basically wants to be in Stain's turf.
Yeah.
Now, because Stain is high profile, if you recall from the beginning part of season 2, we already had the teleport guy. Mm-hmm. What's his name again?
Kurigiri.
Yes. He gave an invite from the League of Villains to say, hey, come and talk. Now, this is something very interesting. Stain has a philosophy of why he's a bad guy. And it's not just to be a bad guy. It's more along the lines of he sees All Might as the pinnacle of being a good guy, and if you can't live up to that standard, you should just get out the way.
Yeah, it's he feels that heroes should be altruistic, selfless, like to do things for money or vengeance or ego. It's like, no, you taint what being a hero is. So he's actually, philosophically not wrong.
Yeah, but his actions are definitely wrong.
Yeah,
so here, the League of Villains don't know that yet. They don't know the philosophy of Stain, because they're just evil to be evil, because they're in it for themselves.
Yeah, they want to cause pain, and there is a schism between the two, and you know what? That's not for me. Not for me. Not being in the League of Villains, but it's fine. They part.
Uh-oh. Look at that microwave.
Yeah. And so in the training session, they break the microwave. And Midoriya is finding ways to use his powers, trying to find a way to be faster, more mobile.
Here we have Bakugo.
Bakugo.
He's with the Gene guy.
Yeah, the best Genist.
Genist.
Yes.
Now, something that you may not realize, because I we're always just in jeans, is that apparently jeans could be high fashion.
Oh yes, no, the Horikoshi, the mangaka who created the book, there is actually a contest, the best jeanist, the person who wears jeans the best in Japan. It's like, oh, that's totally a superhero.
Yeah,
let me do that. But the best jeanist, he's actually one of the top 10 or at least top 5 heroes in My Hero Academia, and he gets Bakugo to intern for him, or Bakugo chooses to intern for Best Jeanist, and it's the intern's not what he expected.
Right. Now, the way I kind of look at all these internships, people are learning, I like to call what are soft skills and hard skills. Now, hard skills are easy to talk about. That's, how do you fight when an opponent has a knife, right? Soft skills, something along the lines of, what do you do while you're on patrol, and how do you look nice to the public? And Bakugo clearly thinks he's going to learn some hard skills.
Oh yes, and Lord Explosion Murder. That's how he is. Sure.
And Best Jeanist is like, yeah, sure, we could do that, and he basically just ties him up.
And you know what? You're getting a makeover, and you're going to learn how to behave, because your actions during the UA Sports Festival they embarrass all heroes.
And it's amazing because he basically gets my haircut.
Yeah. It's very intense. Kirishima and Tetsu, they just so happen. Oh, I just noticed that Tetsu has an FE for
iron.
For iron, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
They have an internship with I forget his name, but he's this Goro-like fellow.
Let's look it up. We have the internet.
I don't want to look it up right now. Also, we're this is only our second episode in.
Third episode.
Second or third episode in. It's just
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, no, we
keep going.
Yeah, but what I love is he's like, no, we're doing community service. Being a hero is community service, so we're gonna pick up trash and stuff. I'm like, and
again, another soft skill because it's giving back to the community.
Yeah, and I love that. That's you expect him to we're fighting the Yakuza and they have laser swords. No,
we have to get some gloves and some face masks because we're going to clean up the city.
Gunhead, you can't hear it, but he has a very sweet voice. I'm like, ooh, what's this boy you're talking about?
He's very inquisitive.
He's very girl talk. Momo, and I forgot her name. She's from class 1B. Yeah, they are with a Sedusa. No, that's probably not her name. But
and the girls here.
Oh, sorry. Uwabami. Yes, the snake hero.
Yeah, the girls here think, we're gonna learn how to be a pretty superhero, but be a superhero before being pretty. And
yeah,
and here's the thing. Sometimes the people getting the internships are learning more from their mentors.
Yeah.
And sometimes the mentors have a job to do, and they just need interns.
Yeah, in this day and age, heroes have been around for a while. You got to learn how to market yourself, and that's very important. What's good of being a hero if no one knows you?
Yeah, look at Billy May Hatsume.
Yeah.
She basically just did an infomercial for 10 minutes.
Yes. So, I think I got a Sedusa. I think that's a reference to the Powerpuff Girls.
Nice.
I don't know. I might be wrong there. But there we go.
So.
But it's like, Momo's all not what she expected, but I'm doing this. We're committing.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And basically they're told they have to get ready for a commercial.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, what? We're being filmed?
Yeah.
Now, here.
Jiro's doing stuff.
We have Earphone Jack.
Yeah.
And she's actually doing some hard skills because they're just patrolling the city. Seeing what's going to happen. Now, Grape Juice is interning for
Mountain Lady.
Yeah. For obvious reasons.
Yes. Because, he's a bit of a perv, and Mount Lady's pretty hot. Yeah.
And Mount Lady is not dumb by any stretch of the imagination. So she's just like, you're going to clean my apartment.
Yeah.
Because somebody has to clean the apartment.
And I kind of like that Todoroki, he kind of just swallows his pride, and he joins his father.
Oh, his dad is so happy.
Yeah.
But also not happy because Todoroki's definitely not embracing the relationship.
Yes, but again,
trying.
Endeavor, and he and Todoroki have a very strained relationship, a history of abuse and betrayal, and but Todoroki knows that his father has the number. He's the number 2 hero, so there's a lot that he can learn.
Right.
Midoriya, being Midoriya, he's just gonna train. He's gonna train all night. He's gonna figure out, see if he could be more agile. But not quite working out. Something's wrong. He's scaring some people.
Yeah. Because he's still trying to focus the power into a single limb, or into a single movement. And here Gran Torino's like, oh, that's dumb.
Yes.
Because
oh wait, let's get to the microwave. A new microwave comes because remember they broke that old microwave.
Oh right.
Oh, and you might think I'm joking about the microwave. No, the microwave, super important.
I totally forgot why.
And what happened?
Almost on.
What happened to this meal was that one part of the fish was super hot. The other was super cold because it's not rotating.
Oh no.
It's not rotating. There are too many fishes in there, so you're only just getting one. So what if you put one for all into every part of the body, rotating, constantly moving? Hold on.
So the fish is evenly cooked.
You got to evenly cook the fish. And I love this.
And it's not about just keeping it in a single fin, because what good is just a hot fin when you're trying to eat a whole fish?
Yes, you gotta put around the whole fish. And
I want to capture this for the screen grab.
Yes. And Midoriya soon realizes, and I think Gran Torino just knew this right beforehand, but he needed Midoriya to figure it out on his own.
Yeah.
That you could put one for all into all
your
all
whole
parts,
body.
Your whole body. Maybe not 100% of it. Maybe 5%.
Yeah.
But you'd still be really potent. You'd still be really strong.
And maybe you wouldn't break anything.
Yeah. And Midoriya is ready to train.
Yes.
And it's such a great moment because Midoriya, if he could help it, doesn't have to break himself in order to use, one for all.
He didn't know that was an option.
Some things just seem obvious to us, but to Midoriya, when he gets it, like, oh wow, it's this gigantic revelation. It's like,
yeah, because in the moment, it's always about going beyond plus ultra.
Yeah, and I think what held him back was actually his hero worship of All Might, because All Might, he just smashes. He puts everything into a smash.
Into one punch.
No, that's a different show.
If you know what we're talking about, smash that like button.
I hate you, Alan. But yes.
But now it's a big revelation. Because...
It's because he doesn't see All Might using it, throughout his body, just for that one giant attack. But I'm like, no, you're different from All Might. You got to use your powers differently then.
Right, he's not like 6'7" made of muscle.
Oh, actually, All Might's closer to, I think it's 7'4",
and made of muscle.
His Tall Might form. So, all right, next episode.
Oh, and here we have the League of Villains just upset because Stain rejected them, or maybe not rejected, but definitely didn't take them up on their offer immediately.
No, he's like, no, I got my own stuff. Thank you. We're good. All right, let me just check out the thing for the next episode. Gran Torino appears. All right, we're up to the third episode in. Yeah, there we go. So, controls his villains. All Might learns more about the captured Nomu after Stain refuses the League of Villains. He hunts down more heroes, as we said. Shigaraki also goes to Hosu. He releases the Nomus into the city. Tenya discovers Stain as he's about to kill Nith, and Gran Torino decides to take Izuku to Shibuya. Okay, nice. All right, now I remember. Thanks.
It's the one where they fight on the train.
Yeah. All right. Let's just zoom forward here.
Yeah, so we could scrub really fast because the first part is Midoriya, our hero.
He still gets his butt kicked by and I kind of love this because in a lot of anime, it's like, oh, I just gained this new power. I inherently know how to use Super Saiyan level 20 out of nowhere. I'm like, you had no time to actually practice with it. You just got it right then and there. It's like, no, you need time to get used to your power, man.
You're getting kicked in the face, kid.
He's gonna get kicked. Yeah, that's good for you, but don't get too full of yourself. I like that.
Yeah, so that's basically here. He develops it, and I think I'm just gonna call it out. He calls it full cowling.
Full cowling.
And that's
or
great.
full cowl. Yeah, depending on translation.
Right. Yeah, because if he's saying it versus reading it.
Full cowl. Full cowling. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got some blood on Gran Torino. That was pretty cool.
All that for a single drop of
All
blood.
that for a single drop of blood.
So Deku gets kicked out because he spilled some fish sticks, so he has to buy some more.
Yeah.
Here we have Gunhead talking to Uraraka, training her. And she's just like, oh my god, this is so scary.
Yeah. There's Kirishima and Tetsu getting lambasted. Best G.
Oh, there's my haircut.
There's Bakugo. Oh man, this is hilarious. I love this.
Yeah.
It just pops up. Bam.
He needs product.
Yes.
Now here's the photo shoot /
This is the
commercial.
photo shoot. Nice.
Oh right, we have we learned that Small Might still talks to the police
Yes.
because why wouldn't he?
Yeah. He
And
has a good friend in the who's a detective.
And they learned that Nomu was specifically created through
Yeah.
multiple quirks.
Yeah, he used to be a low-level thug, and then, he was turned into a Nomu somehow. So they think that All Might's old nemesis, All for One, is back because he's the person that can transfer quirks to other people.
Yep. And here we just see All Might losing the energy to keep it together.
Yeah. All right, some more League of Villains with Stain stuff.
Oh yeah, here's where they reject him. Here's where he rejects them.
He rejects them, yeah.
Yeah. And basically he's doing it because they're just bad guys. And he doesn't want to be a bad guy. He just wants to be the guy that purifies the good in a weird, twisted philosophy.
He's the anti-hero the people need.
He's Batman if Batman could kill.
Yeah.
Yep, and there's Deku just getting
and they
his butt handed to him.
And they decide, you know what, we were going to go on patrol. We're going to go to Shibuya, and we're going to, fight some villains and do some stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're going to take the train.
I love that they have to, we're going to take a taxi, and then we're going to take the train in our, costumes.
You would think they would just run there.
Oh, I don't know how big the city is.
Maybe there are speed limits.
Yeah. Let's see here. Here we go. Yeah, Stain continues. He wants to.
Yeah, it just talks about his philosophy.
Yeah. And Shigaraki, he unleashes a horde of Nomus. Not as strong as the Nomu that they fought at the end of season 1, but still, formidable guys.
And it shows that they have maybe not an army, but they have some reserves waiting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like how many guys do they have?
Yeah.
So it's pretty impressive for me.
So they're going their own way, but it's just okay.
Yeah. And
that's fine.
And they're getting the Nomu out, the League of Villains, just to prove to Stain, yeah, you have your reasons for killing people and we have ours. And it just so happens that the train that Gran Torino and Deku are on is attacked.
Yes. Because that's how plotting works.
Yes.
And
now Gran Torino knows that Deku is not strong enough to handle this. So I think Gran Torino's like, you take the back seat while I handle this.
yes.
Now, while
Stain.
while all this is going on, Stain is still on the rampage doing his hero killing things.
Yeah.
And this is
He attacks
Pro Native, I think his name is.
or Native, I think.
Native.
Native.
The Pro named Native.
Yeah.
And
he's about to kill him.
yeah.
But who would step in? But Ida Tenya. Tenya over here.
And Stain is all about why are people fighting. So he does something that I think is very anime, but something that I think is fits the character where it's like, why are you fighting? Like he asks them. He just has a conversation. We don't hear why Native is fighting him, but here, obviously, Ida's fighting just for the sake of revenge.
Yeah.
And to Stain, that's not good enough, because you shouldn't be fighting for your own personal gain or your own benefit or for profit.
Yes.
Because Stain, I don't know if it's said in this episode or in the next episode, but Stain's like, you're fast. Your first priority should have been Native. And I think this is where Stain, in his mind, decides to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wow.
All right, next episode up. Bam. Hero Killer Stain. Let me just take a look at the list here. Number 16. Hokusu City is under attack by the Nomus. Gran Torino battles Nomus. Zuko searches for Tenya. Zuko. Oh, okay. I remember now. Correct.
Yeah, this is the one with that awesome fight at the end.
Yeah. All right, so again, train gets attacked by Nomus unleashed by Shigaraki.
Now, because Gran Torino told Deku to get out of there, he kind of does.
Yeah,
but at the same time, he's flexing. He's using his full cowling.
Yes.
Or full cowl.
Yeah, Nomus are attacking the city. But who comes in but Endeavor? And we actually get to see Endeavor use his powers. He's quite formidable. Like he could basically control fire, make firebirds and stuff. So that's pretty neat.
Before we get too deep in the episode, one thing that we haven't talked about at all is the fact that in this universe, to use your quirks legally, you have to be licensed.
Yes.
That's why the kids are going to school, and that's why they're taking internships.
Yeah, they need a license in order to be a hero. They can act when an official hero is overseeing them and is within a distance. That's kind of like a sidekick, kind of like a Batman to a Robin. But they can't. If you don't have a license, you can't use your powers independently.
Right. And that's important later on. So here, Deku is just, in the thick of it. And I think he's trying to save some people. And because he is not licensed, he's basically just people's sidekicks. Like he's listening to the fish guy here.
Yeah.
Because I think he's taking point.
So no moves are attacking, causing havoc.
Yep.
And Stain is with Ida over here.
Yeah, and we already talked about
fight.
Oh yeah.
And Ida, he's no pushover, but Stain manages to dispatch him pretty easily. And for some reason, Ida cannot move.
Right. It's actually from this quirk called blood curdling. It's Stain's quirk, and if he tastes your blood, he could paralyze you.
Yeah, and it depends on your blood type. So if you're type A, which Ida is, you stay down longer than someone who is type O.
And that's Deku.
That's Deku, yeah.
And then if you're type AB, not as long. B.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Kind of a sliding scale there.
Yeah.
So, but Deku, he's
So Deku
trying to find his friends and manages to track down where the hero killer is.
Right.
And was so cool. This is the first time he's using full cowling, and it's like, oh my god, he could actually fight without hurting himself. And he's jumping off walls, doing amazing stuff.
And he basically punches Stain right in the kisser.
Stain, yeah. It's extraordinary. It was a great moment.
Right. Now, the reason our hero found Ida is that Deku was like thinking, why would Ida be in Hosu City?
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh my gosh, it's because of Stain.
Yeah.
So he knew his friend was out there looking for trouble. And again, Stain asked the question, why are you fighting? And unlike Ida, Deku's doing it because All Might said once, the hero thing to do is just to get in the way sometimes.
Yeah, it's the metal where you don't belong. And Stain, he loves this.
It's like, oh wow, you're not doing it for personal gain.
Oh my god,
you're not doing this because you're angry. It's that you're doing it because you are taking the same lessons I am.
You're
living it.
You're one of the good ones. And like it's amazing when a villain actually has a code and doesn't do certain things. It's it just makes them way more interesting. Whereas if you just have a villain that just does things, it's like, oh wow, a little less palatable.
Now, Deku has been learning throughout the entire show that it's not just about him.
Whoa.
It's about getting your friends together. So here in this shot, he's sending all his friends his location, telling them that he needs help because because there's only one of him and there's two heroes down. He can't cut and run.
Yeah. Now I don't know if it's all his friends or some of his friends or maybe just one friend who he knows is in the area.
I thought it was a group chat. I don't know. But the point is, he's not. He is letting.
He's calling for help. Basically,
he's letting people
calling for backup. And Ida again paralyzed, can't get up.
Now it's a ticking clock because Midoriya just has to wait for his friend or friends to show up.
Yes.
Now at this point, we know that Stain's power comes from blood curling, but Midoriya doesn't.
Yeah, he's just going to fight him. And he's doing his best. Bam. Managed to sock him one.
I love the choreography.
And what I love is that he actually learned this flippy move from Bakugo. He's just like, cribbing off Bakugo stuff.
What I love is the fact that not less than 5 minutes ago, Ida could not lay a finger or a toe on Stain because Stain was just too evasive.
Yeah.
So that just shows you how fast Deku is.
Oh, absolutely.
Because Ida is the guy with overdrive.
Yes. Oh, but Midoriya, he was cut. And, guess what? There's blood there. And Stain, he licks the blood, and, that's why... That's why Midoriya is paralyzed. But who comes in for the rescue?
I got your text.
It's an iPhone 11. It's got the three cameras. Everyone with their iPhones.
I got 2 cameras.
But what I love about this is, and it's just a good storytelling, is like Midoriya helped Todoroki during the during the tournament, and that created a bond, and Todoroki is obliged to help his friend, Izuku Midoriya.
And that's because Endeavor's company is set up in Hosu City as well. And what I love at this shot is he's on fire.
He is on fire. It's like he's embraced the fire, and it's like he's like, his ice powers are no joke either, but man, both at like the same time is kind of insane. And
because of his great reflexes, this is just a quick thing. Stain throws a knife.
He throws a knife.
Then
he's
a tiny knife first. Then he comes in with a shorter staff.
Yeah.
And then he throws his sword in the air. And then he tries to lick him on the cheek.
Yeah, so let's break this down. So he throws the knife. Bam, cuts him on the cheek.
Yep.
Now he comes in
with a short dagger.
But it's blocked with Todoroki's, lightning fast reflexes.
Ice wall. Build the wall.
He has a second plan where he has a floating sword. He has a sword that's has been in the air. But that's a distraction.
Because he just wants to lick his blood.
Oh my god.
Because his first move is the real damage.
He is so cool. Oh, but because
really great fight choreography.
But Todoroki, he's just too good. He's just get off me, and he uses his fire.
Well, if Shaquille O'Neal is sponsored by Icy Hot, it's, of course it's too good.
Yeah. Do you know Shota Todoroki's hero name?
I still want to say Icy Hot.
Yeah. He doesn't have one.
He doesn't have one.
He doesn't have one, but
he doesn't need one.
Just because there's so many names. People will know who you're referring to when you call him Icy Hot. There are going to be some people that are just upset, but it's like,
I'm a dumb American.
Yeah. So you're an American.
I'm a dumb New Yorker?
I thought you were a polite New Yorker.
Yes, I am. Get them hot dogs. So,
but yeah, this is literally a very heated fight between Todoroki, and then Midoriya is back in because he's got like an O-type blood, and they kind of figure out his quirk.
This is very Japanese. How blood types affect your personality.
Yes, blood curdle.
Yeah, I don't know all the thinking behind it, but apparently O is the most generous.
Yeah, it's because it can be given to everyone.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Yeah, and A is the most problematic. Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah,
I'm A.
Okay, well, I'm not Japanese. Yeah, I don't make these rules.
I am problematic, Japan. I am.
All right,
so the fight continues, and I love the fact that Ida just is like, "Why are you guys here? Like, you just leave me. Get out of here."
Yeah.
And his friends are like, "No, you're the class president. We got your back."
Yeah, no, they'll fight, and it's just like Ida for the first time. He just feels so helpless, and it's like, no, he can't. He's struggling. He's trying to like move his hands and stuff, try to get back into the fight.
He's just trying to move his big toe.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Season 17 climax.
Season 17.
I'm sorry. Well, I want this to go to for 17 movies and 50 movies. Seasons and 50 movies. So
you just want more My Hero Aka.
Yeah.
That's it.
I could never get enough. As soon as the season's done, I just want more. So some people are already thinking about season 4. I'm season 17.
All right.
Yeah.
So, the thing with Stain is that he knows what his weakness is, so he has everybody pretty much on a clock. And if it's 1-on-1, it's not that hard to juggle a clock.
Yeah, but you got 3 people with, or sorry, 4 people. 4 people, because you have to... Native, yeah. Consider him as well.
So,
and Yuta's like trying to, fight this mental block. And just, I gotta get up. I gotta,
this is his big brother who's now paralyzed.
Brother. Yeah, and it's just how much he loves his brother and how much he admires him. It's like, he asks his brother, "Oh, why are you a hero?" And his brother replies, "Oh, it's to make you proud."
Right. Now, the thing with Stain is that he's very black and white with his philosophy. Oh, there's no gray in terms of why you're doing things. There's no partial good or partial bad. It's all like, it's all or nothing. So, while Ida has a very selfish motivation to do good right now, it comes because his brother wants to do good, and he had that pure motivation. So it's again a fight not only between characters but ideologies. Are you locked into one position or can you evolve over time?
Yeah.
Because clearly, Icy Hot here has been changing.
Oh yeah, and that's what the best heroes do. They change. They change over time. They become better and sometimes worse, but they change.
Yeah.
And it's a very strong fight. Ida's out of it, and Stain, he's gunning for Todoroki. And then who comes to the rescue? Oh yeah, Ida, like the badass that he is. He's
Overdrive!
Yeah, just boom.
Comes in for the rescue. And now it's the Three Musketeers,
yeah.
I feel.
I love it. And this is, I think, one of the first times they're not just dealing with like a small underling. This is, a major villain that they're dealing with. Yeah, you could account for the Nomu, but that was more for All Might, if anything.
Right. So clearly, this is the first time where there's somebody really out to hurt and kill them.
Yeah,
and it's great.
Has the abilities to do that.
Right, he's proved it before.
90% of the people who attacked UA in the first season, they were more like D-list villains, I'd say.
Right. The one thing here, and I think it's one of the reasons why they are having a fighting chance, is the fact that Deku is so much like All Might that he's not trying to kill Deku as much as he's just trying to kill the other guys.
Oh yes.
Yeah, they're all dudes.
But
native.
Stain, they need to formulate a plan, figure it out, and they're all working together. They're bruised and they're battered, but no, they got to put into this. And so it's so intense. I love this. So Ida, he's doing his best. He's gonna do one big Recipro burst.
There we go.
And Midoriya's gonna use his all
full cowl.
One full cowl, and then let me see if I get the frame right. Oh snap! Boom, done.
Look at that, punch and a kick.
He gets him. Yeah.
Now this is super important because somebody just got kicked in the ribs.
Yeah. Kicked in the ribs. And you got Gran Torino.
Who's still fighting with the
Nomus. And,
with Endeavor.
Endeavor's there. It's it's this nice little moment, game respects game. Endeavor's like, oh, who are you, old man? You're pretty cool. Nice. And where are my sidekicks? And this is a flashback. Hey, where are you going, son? We got my friend needs me. I gotta go. And any teenage boy, I'm like,
he's like, what the hell? Come back here,
man.
And Endeavor's like, whatever. I have people to save.
Yeah.
And they're all fighting. Now
somehow Stain he survives that double hit, but he is subsequently toasted by Todoroki, so that's cool. He's the finisher. I'm like, boom, and I'm gonna take credit for this. Thank you. This is all me.
When you're playing a MOBA and somebody steals your kill? Thank you.
And that's it. Just all this effort. And no, I got this. We're good.
Freaking last hitter. So everybo's fighting.
Everyone's fighting. You're fighting the Nomus, but they're doing good because these are weaker Nomus.
Yeah, that's and
they managed to save a native. And
now, remember how we talked about how if you're not licensed, you're not supposed to use your power.
Yeah, so
Midoriya, the only person in that alley who was supposed to use their power is native.
Yeah.
And that's why Midoriya is getting kicked in the face again.
Yeah, that's what happens. He breaks a lot of rules.
It's all for the right reasons, though.
Yeah.
So here...
And people are just amazed. Oh, wow, you caught the hero killer.
Yeah, and everybody's, has their dealing with it. Obviously, Ida has his own heartache to deal with it because he's not going in it with a pure heart, as Stain let him know over and over again.
Yeah. A Nomu manages to get Midoriya, and it takes some sails away. And Midoriya's in trouble. Oh my god, what's going to happen? But who comes to save the day? Strangely enough, it's Stain.
Yeah.
Because he admires Midoriya. He's like, no, he's worthy. He's worthy of being a hero.
Yeah, he's the only one that he met.
Yeah, where it's like, no, you're altruistic. Your motivations are pure. And his speech, when he's saying it to the other heroes, they're all like, oh crap, this guy just means business. He's really intimidating.
Yeah, he's basically telling everybody here, how dare you make money and gain power
they're all
by using your gifts. And it takes everybody aback because everybody here has used their quirks for their own benefit. And they could really feel that, oh man, this guy is truly convicted in what he's saying.
Yeah, y'all are shook, as it were. Yep. Even Endeavor. Oh, look at, like, Endeavor doesn't get shook. He got shook.
He's shook.
But he's like, Stain, you think he's gonna do something, but no, he's the rib that he broke. That punctured his lung apparently, and
he's
he was
blood curdled.
He collapsed. I love the irony where it's like, oh, he's the one that's immobilized now. Yeah.
Episode 18, The Aftermath of Hero Killer Stain.
Wow, I just can't believe those kids just fought him.
Oh, yeah, it was one heck of a fight.
One of the best, I think, of the season.
Oh, yeah, what I love is, like, even with the attack on UA, it's like, yeah, you had some adults around. You had All Might, you had Mr. Aizawa. The kids aren't really on their own. This is where, okay, they don't...
Didn't you have 13?
You had 13, the rescue hero.
Yeah, she did the black hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this time, nope, it's just 3 kids by themselves.
3 kids.
And they're not supposed to use their powers.
They're not to use their powers. We'll get into that later. But let's read from the Wikipedia. Following Stain's arrest, the video of Stain expressing his views on the present heroes has gone viral, and the more people are falling to those views. With Stain in custody, they begin to gravitate towards the League of Villains. Meanwhile, credit for the arrest has gone to Endeavor to ensure that Tenya, Izuku, and Shoto are not arrested for using their powers without permission. Ida apologizes for his rash behavior and decides to work on improving himself.
Yeah, he, I think, had the most to learn from the previous fight. Because, Deku didn't... Deku definitely earned Stain's admiration.
Mm-hmm.
And, and Ida was just like every other hero.
Exactly. So, let's just get into it right now. We are in a scene where the 3 of them are injured because Stain was a badass. And even though the kids, they got him, it's like that they're all injured.
Yeah.
And, let's see. They all talk about what they went through. They're visited by their mentors, the people that they're turning for. And this is, I think, the commissioner of Hosu City. Yes, he's a good boy. He's a good boy.
I forget, some of them just look like animals.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You got Principal Nezu? He's adorable, but he's also very dangerous. We'll get into Principal Nezu later of actually this season the principal of UA.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So the principal, tells them, "Hey, you're kids, and you don't have licenses. You're not supposed to use your powers like that. You should be arrested."
But
you
also saved the
day. So instead, Endeavor is going to get credit for all this. If you're going to be cool with that because you have to be cool with that, or else you'll be expelled and stuff.
Yeah, so it's basically we're going to be playing this shadowy game, and you're now a part of it.
Yes. Meanwhile, the mentors, they're going to be reprimanded because they weren't really supervising too well. Yeah, they're doing their best. It's the kids' fault, but they're gonna get some of their pay docked.
Yeah. And Endeavor,
Yeah, he's Endeavor, whatever. He's fine.
that was his son. They'll let him take care of it in house. And here they're just the kids are just fighting back, talking back actually.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, it turns out everything's cool because it's like, yeah. No, the mayor, I'm sorry, the commissioner is quite proud of these kids, but it's like, I'm sorry, it is against her. And so, but if you let these kids go there, get the accolades, it's like it just emboldens other people to act as vigilantes, and that's something this society can't do.
Yeah, they're avoiding that because some people could literally destroy the world. So.
Oh my God, he's such a good boy. The good boy.
Just wanna just.
Oh, look at them jowls.
Just wanna give him some scritches.
Look at the thumbs up. Aw.
Yeah, so he's a good guy. He's a good boy.
He's a good. Oh, look at that tie.
They're good dogs, Bronze.
That's a good commissioner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the fish guy's name?
I forgot. I don't think it matters too much. The thing with the fish guy is like, he's a lower tier hero, and he was wondering why did the young Ida join me? It's like he's a he has this family that has a really good agency, and it's like, oh, all right, he's actually I feel bad for him because he is kind of being used.
Yeah, he's being used
because Ida was just, oh, I'm in Hosu City to capture Stain, and but I think he takes it in stride. This guy, I forget his name,
and he bops him on the head.
Bops him on the head, but it's like, yeah, Ida was not. He literally was not thinking with a cool head, so
Yeah, and it's the lesson that he takes away from Stain.
Yeah.
So here they're like, oh, we still did good because he bows at the dog. So here it's just the news reports about the new Nomus.
New Nomus, you got stuff on Stain. But who's watching? More villains, and they'll come up soon. It's like they're always watching.
Yeah. And that stuff about Stain really resonates with a lot of these villains.
Yeah, to them, like Stain becomes a martyr, and it's like they're like, I love his conviction, and I want to join him. I want to join in the villainy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the League of Villains,
it's
they're
like
mixed feelings.
Yeah, they Stain did decline their offer at the same time. It's like, maybe we could use this to our advantage.
Right. So, you have Hand Guy just being conflicted.
There's best genius, best genist.
Yeah.
Ooh. One of the top 5 heroes. There's Bakugo.
With my haircut. Just,
Yeah. It's like, ah.
And it didn't pop up this time. Congratulations, Bakugo. You learned what product is.
Yeah, we see all the other students at their internships.
Yeah, doing their thing.
Momo. Yeah, no, I admire her. Yeah, but she's like, I don't want to do this,
well, here's
photography stuff, but
she's a young lady, and it makes sense why she doesn't want to be photographed.
Yeah,
because she's still figuring it out.
But
and besides, she feels like her power should speak more than her physique.
Yeah. Well,
although she has to show skin for her power, so it's one of those things.
Yeah, and I love that she's not prudish about it. It's like, all right, this is how my powers work. I just gotta show skin because, the lipids on my skin, they form into inorganic, material, and that's. I'm sorry, if you're wearing clothes, it just gets in the way. So
you're just gonna damage them if you make a blade.
Absolutely. I love. I don't know if it's in this shot, but I think in a wide shot, she actually carries a book on her because she can't remember
how to make things.
Everything. She knows how to make a lot of things, but it's like she needs to really think about what she's making. But in this scene, they're happy because their mentors like, oh yeah, we're gonna go on patrol now because that's what we do. We're heroes and like all that photo stuff. We did that. So Here we go.
So again, it goes from soft skills to more soft skills.
Well, this is Ochaku Uraka.
Oh no, she has.
Oh, she's got Gunhead. Oh, I love Gunhead. It's like, is it a boy you're talking about? Oh my god. I'm like, I did not expect you to talk like that.
He's into the gossip. I think it's more along the lines of he's like an uncle, and he's just very into his mentee. He's like, oh,
he's doing the Japanese like schoolgirl. Oh no, gotta cover my mouth.
He's blushing. I love it.
Yeah.
So. Oh, and look who else is blushing.
Yeah. Like, oh, you got a call from a girl. That's cool. Oh, by the way, if you haven't noticed, we switched over to a Premiere. We were scrubbing through like another video application, but it's like it didn't give us the right amount of control. I think this is working for us, right? I like this. This is butter.
It's smoother, but if you liked VLC better, let us know down in the comments.
I don't care. I don't care what you think. This is much better. Thank you very much.
Let him know if he's right or wrong.
Unlike, unsubscribe, unring that bell.
No, the other direction. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. No. Don't listen to those last 20 seconds of Carlos. He's delirious with power.
I am Premiere Power. Yes. The power of the Premiere of Adobe. It courses through me.
We should be sponsored for this.
We're sponsored by Wix. No.
One day.
Audible.
One day.
So all of them are talking about how, the stress of fighting Stain, and like Ida really he feels ashamed that he went over the edge, and they all have injuries, and they're all I think Ida and Izuku, they're both injured for life. Ida has his arms, he has some paralysis, and Deku, of course, has broke his hand, fighting Todoroki, and I think it's great because we know they're going to be better heroes because they have constant reminders of their failure.
Yeah, and it's not a place that you could hide because
yeah, and that's emblematic. It's like, yeah, I screwed up there, but I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna learn from this.
Yeah, you gotta use it to become better. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And Todoroki, you may not remember this. He has this really great quote where it's like, Am I some sort of hand crusher? He's completely serious, but the guys are just, oh, you're hilarious. Wow, I didn't know you had a sense of humor. Like, this is my fault. I did this to you.
I'm cursed.
I'm cursed.
Don't look at me. And I love that Deku and Ida are just like, this is just the name of the game.
Oh, by the way, Hosu City, I learned, is actually a nod to Star Wars, of course, because the mangaka is a big Star Wars fan. Hosu is supposed to be a form of saying Hoth.
It's sure.
Yeah, I'll believe that. Yeah. All right.
I could barely speak one language, so it's like Hosu, Hoth.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah, and like with Todoroki using his ice powers like crazy, I mean, it makes sense. Oh, so All Might gets a phone call from his old mentor, and yeah, he's really unhappy. Like, no.
What kind of kid did you give me?
What did you do? He's just like you. And it's wonderful seeing All Might just. He's so strong.
He's sweating bullets.
But he's
literally.
like, oh my god, my old teacher. He's like, oh, he's really giving me one.
It really, I love it. It really, look at that. He's like running away, holding his hand.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's just so embarrassed. Like, nope, gotta get out of here. Can't watch this. Can't let the other teacher see me. Oh, he has to hide in the lounge. Oh, yes.
So now they're just talking about.
They were talking about Stain and how he is an inspiration to many other villains. This,
pure villain.
evil can come out of this. Yeah. And this is actually very good. A bunch of ants just forming.
Yeah, and they're talking about how the next generation has to overcome.
Oh yes.
And here we're in the League of Villains.
League of Villains hideout. It's actually a pretty nifty bar. I'd go to this bar. Yeah, but they're talking about, hey, you know what? The speech that the hero killer Stain made about, like that, how heroes have lost their way and that only All Might can kill him. It's like, it's trending.
It's a meme.
Yeah. And it's just going everywhere.
Yeah, and we get some shots of some people that we're gonna meet later on in the season, because it's affecting.
Yeah.
It's affecting the world.
Yeah, Toga, she's a fan favorite. I've seen a lot of cosplay of her in a lot of conventions. You got the smoke guy. I forgot his name. You got Alligator Man.
Oh yeah, the ninja dude.
Yeah. Sorry, forgive me if I don't know their names offhand. And Dobby, yeah.
If you know their names offhand, leave a comment.
Comment down below. I was like, just say, Carlos, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
And I will subscribe just to spite you.
How dare you spite us?
Oh no, you spite away.
And I think that's the episode.
That's the episode. That's episode 18. Moving on. Oh, by the way, this is the new end credits. I kind of love that it's like fan fiction. You got a little story here with Deku. It's medieval. He's got to leave the fan. Then he meets up with like a mage, I guess, and a knight, and you have Todoroki on a horse because he's probably a prince, and then they meet like Bakugo, who like controls a dragon
naturally.
And then they got to fight demons and stuff. And you get everyone else in like medieval gear, and then
And they have to fight the devil.
You gotta fight the devil, and Deku, he gets the power of the sword. It's kind of like a He-Man stuff, but the sword power is like All Might. So I was like, that's pretty cool. That's really nice. It's like a really nice short film. I like that.
I want to play that video game.
I would. I've seen a lot of cosplays of that as well. Yeah.
All right.
Episode 19. Let me just read up on here. Oh yeah, this is a fillerish type of episode, but I like it.
Here we see Froppy, one of my beloved B characters. She really has a great episode here, because at first, it's just somebody on patrol, and then there's a turn.
Yeah. So let's see how everyone's doing on their internships. All right.
Deku's
doing his thing.
He's in the hospital.
All right, Totoro. All right. And then he's like, "Oh, how's everyone else doing?"
And we find out.
Oh yeah, let me full screen this. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. Just Bakugo and Best Jeanist.
They're on patrol.
And Best Jeanist, he knows how to handle his public. He's really good with people.
And Bakugo's just really uncomfortable.
And okay, of course he his anger alone. He does his hair just does a Ric Flair, right? Woo! Yeah, it was straight. And then when Ric Flair goes into his thing, man.
I can't do it right now, but I know what you're talking about.
Woo! and of course he would make kids cry.
Bakugo. This is why we can't have nice things. And here he just yells at them more, telling them why he's amazing, but it doesn't really help.
Okay, yeah. Again, Uraraka is training with Gunhead, and she's learning some martial arts. That's great because, she needs to, know what she's weak at and really work on it. And I really admire that.
I think out of all the internships, she might have the best or second best one. Because I like Froppy's internship as well.
Oh, yes. They thought they were going on patrol, but it's like, autographs.
Well, that's what happens.
That's
when
what
you're famous.
happens. If you're you can't be like Tom Cruise taking the subway, man. It's like as soon as you do one selfie, it's like everyone wants a selfie. It doesn't stop.
I'd take a selfie with Tom Cruise in a heartbeat.
Oh,
so.
yeah, I would.
Man's a living legend.
He is, It's like I don't agree with him with everything, but it's like, wow, he's an incredible person.
What he does for the shot is amazing.
Yeah, no, he really I just want to see him do run, him running.
It could just be on a track and field at a high school.
Yeah,
but it's just as long as he's running.
Yeah, Kirishima and Tetsu, they're interning. Forgive me, I don't know his name. I'll just call him Goro. They're interning for Goro.
Fair.
Yeah.
And this is community service.
Community service, and that's great.
Soft skill.
You shouldn't just leave trash in a park. Why? Why would you do that? It's for everyone.
Headphone jack.
Earphone jack.
Earphone jack.
Or Jiro.
Yeah, she has a really awesome internship as well because she was on patrol.
On patrol, they're using her powers really well because
and now
she has,
they're helping with the kidnapping.
Yeah, she has super hearing and there's a hostage situation. So we get into the main story here. This is Sue, Froppy, and she's at first it's just boring. She's just swabbing the deck and just working with the psychic lady. And I forgot his name. Ooh, Manatee? This Manatee guy. Nah, I don't want to look it up right now. It's like he's really tough looking, but he's actually a really sweet guy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I was gonna say. I was gonna ask to pull up the frame.
His psychic's like, stop! Don't make that face, please.
He just loves them so much.
Don't do that.
Because he wants the best for his crew.
He really does.
His crew is his family.
It really does. So, they banter and they talk and they have a situation.
Yeah, they have to go out to sea.
Gotta go out to sea.
And
look at all. I was gonna make a joke about sailors on the sea.
The Navy.
In the Navy, but it's like. I just noticed look how burly these guys are. Wow.
In the Navy.
All right.
Sea to shining sea.
Great. Yeah. So, okay.
Those guys have
Here we go.
chesticles.
Selkie. His name is Selkie. His quirk is spotted seal, so I think it's like a sonar type thing.
He's also a really good swimmer.
Yeah. So they investigate. Oh, there's that
derelict ship.
That ship there. You got to check on the ship. And they might have some contraband or something. Ooh, all right.
It's a tarp.
And then no, it's a trap.
It's a tarp.
It's a trap. The squid guys, they trap him.
They look evil.
Oh, Sirius, that's her name. Okay, cool.
Her quirk is good ear.
Good ear, yeah. Oh wait, no, stuff happened, but they gotta track down those villains, and then Squid Guy, this is a Black Ops operation. Yeah, ooh, look at that. Oh, and then it's like an octopus man. They gotta fight an octopus guy.
Look at his nose. I love the design. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So
kind of Cthulhu-like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Cool. Yeah. So, it's Sue's in a hostage situation what's she gonna do? And she does, her awesome frog stuff, trying to take down the octopus guy or the squid guy. But in comes Selkie. Yeah, he escapes and does some cool stuff.
Yeah, because he's super strong.
Yeah.
And they save the day as a team.
Oh.
And he's just so proud of his girls because
so proud.
they were cool under pressure and they bought time for the hero to get to save the day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Look at that. And that's some good training. That's not something you could plan for. But Sue definitely learned some things. Yeah.
You can always plan for the hero that you're interning for to get kidnapped, and then you have to help save himself. Totally.
Oh. Here we go. Next episode episode 20. That's Listen Up, A Tale from the Past. Ooh. All right.
Following their internships, everyone has returned to school, and All Might decides to tell Izuku the truth behind his quirk. One for all, the true mastermind of the League of Villains is revealed to be One for All, a man who can steal and grant quirks.
Sorry, the villain's name is
All for One.
Yeah, it's confusing. We both made that mistake many times because it's like
One for All for One, Musketeers.
Yeah, that's where it comes from. But it's like, yeah, I've done that too. It's just I really have to think before I say One for All or All for One because like who am I referring to? Okay, just go with it.
They do that on purpose, and it's frustrating.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Just to recap really quick, All for One is just passing on quirks from one person to another, and that's very altruistic. And One for All is the opposite side where you're just stealing quirks from other people.
So yes. So yeah, let's
So let's get into the episode so we could talk about how it all works.
Yeah.
We still have internships going on.
Internships, yeah. They Gran Torino and Deku, they say their goodbyes. And then Gran Torino, he sees the All Might in him, that he could be the next great hero.
Yeah. And It's just this kid, being meek and mild.
Yes.
But there's something there, and it's like, oh, great.
And then Gran Torino like does a Yoda on Midoriya, like, oh, who are you? And it's like I'm Izuku Midoriya. I was like, and it's like, then he really thinks about, I'm going to be the greatest hero. I'm like,
there it is.
There it is. That's right.
And he just runs away with his hands flailing, like, you did it, kid.
Yeah.
And once again, they change the. No, it's the same one.
Yeah, well, no, it's different from the tournament arc, but.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But
it's the same one from the last episode.
Yeah. Here we go.
So everybody sees his new haircut, and everybody loves it.
It just pops up. Hold on. Ric Flair.
Woo! You have Pinky.
And they all get reacquainted and like, oh, what were your like things about? And like, oh, I was in a hostage situation. What?
Pinky and headphone jack girl was.
Well, she was also she was doing some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Ochaku. She
learned how to fight.
She learned how to kill. She is a weapon now. I love that. It's so cute.
Look at the guys.
It's like, I don't want to mess with her. What is going on? Oh, Mineta was with Mount Lady. It's like, women are not to be trusted.
I just cleaned her apartment.
Nope.
And that's all I did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But the three of these guys, these three guys, they went through some stuff, man.
But nothing happened. Because, they have to lie.
Yeah, and Ida's back to his old self and like, please get to your seats. Like, good old Ida. I actually, have picked that up from Yida when I'm talking to people, like at my job or something. I have to use more hand movements.
You're like,
This way. Just make them really big and really large. That's something you learn. That actually, exudes confidence. It's like, wow, this person has such, big movements that I have to follow them.
I always just do open palms because that's not offensive in any culture.
Yes. Yeah, Yida's back. Oh, All Might is back too? Yeah, he's like, oh, I gotta teach the kids. All right, and this is more of a race to,
Is this is not the final exams yet?
No, not
Okay.
yet.
Not
No.
even
We're
close.
jumping the gun here. Yeah, but it's like, oh, they gotta, get to a point to rescue someone.
Basically,
And
All Might.
and All Might tells Baku, no exploding things.
And I think that's a handicap. 'cause
please-
it's in his name.
Please don't destroy as many things
We have a
as
budget.
you can. Yeah, I always wondered about the taxes. I mean, because UA's got a lot of facilities, and it's great. You need to teach these kids how to be heroes. At the same time, it's like, where's all this money coming from?
Yes, it's coming from somewhere.
Yes. All right. It's just one of those things. You don't have to think about it too hard. But the cool thing is, we finally get to see Deku use his powers, his new abilities that he's learned from Gran Torino in front of his classes. So, we'll see what's up. And it's like, they're like, Midoriya's never gonna,
He's gonna hurt himself
he's
again.
gonna hurt himself. What's up?
And
But
they're all just hoping for the best.
yeah, Sero's in first place right now, the tape arms. But they're like, what the crap? How is he doing this?
that.
They're all amazed.
Because not
I
one
love it.
bone has broken yet.
But Bakugo's like, what the hell? He's moving
Like me.
like me. What the?
How
I'd be angry
again?
too. He's
ripping me. He's ripping my style. Yep, he's just upset.
yeah, it's crazy. I love it. Yeah, but it's not perfect because Deku, he does slip.
tripped.
He
He
slips.
trips up.
And Sero, he gets it. Yeah. Hooray. But it's like, I think Midoriya did a with an ability he just learned in the past week. Yeah, he did a great job.
He needs more practice.
And All Might asks him to, meet him after the class because he's got something to talk about. Yeah. All right, some shenanigans here. Oh, yeah, it's Mineta with a peephole. He wants to do a Porky's or something.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, let's skip this.
Yeah, let's get this. Yeah, we kind of know what happens here. Yeah, he gets stabbed in the eye.
That's why I wanted to skip it.
Okay.
God,
Do you want me to go back? No? All right.
that looks so painful.
Yeah.
As it should, because he's being a jerk.
He's being a jerk. You shouldn't do that. Such an 80s thing.
That looks so painful.
Yes, but, All Might...
He's practicing his look.
He's practicing his All Might look. His imitation of All Might.
That's super important later on.
It's actually a very important part. Thank you for mentioning that. I was going to say that. But yes, you watch season 4.
We're gonna bring it up.
Yes. It's actually essential that Deku knows how to make that one face.
So basically, here we have All Might saying how his quirk works.
Yeah, and then if you recall, Deku got his powers because All Might
Shed his DNA.
Yeah, he made Deku swallow his DNA, on a beach.
While Deku is topless.
Yes, nothing wrong with that. Perfectly innocent. But we're talking. We go to the history of their powers, and that long ago, when people were first getting quirks, there is one villain above them all, and that was All For One, and he had the ability to take other people's quirks, kind of like a Sylar. I know I'm bringing him a lot from Heroes. Yeah, for you youngin', Sylar from Heroes, he took other people's powers.
If you want us to talk about heroes, let us know down in the comments.
Yeah, Chuck. I just scared all the Chucks out there, didn't I? Like, how did Chuck know?
How did he know?
How did he know?
Chuck's just like watching and
Chuck is watching. I was like, what?
If we're talking to you right now, leave a like and subscribe.
Like
that
and
bell.
subscribe.
If
There
we're
we
not
go.
talking to you, do it anyway.
Yes.
So the humans are the normal people are kind of afraid because you have this villain just taking everybody's quirks and not using it altruistically.
Yes, and this man, all for one, he assembled an army of villains, and it was a very, very dark time.
And as it turns out, All for One has a brother.
One for all for one. Yeah, they're all for one. Ah, I did it. I hate this. When we finally see him, he looks a lot like Darth Vader. I'm just gonna call him Darth Vader from that point on, because
You'll see it.
yeah, because it's the name's very confusing.
Well, technically, I say he looks more like Anakin, but
All right,
because I don't think he's Darth. We're gonna get
we're
there.
digressing.
And
We'll
we're gonna
get
hurt
there.
it.
That's the third
But-
season.
But anyway, you have the two brothers.
Two brothers, yes,
On the
all
left
for
in green.
yeah, all
is
for
All for One.
yeah, all for
And
one.
in
yes.
the purplish maroon, right?
No, all for one is in the purplish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
He had a brother who he thought was quirkless, and he used his brother basically for storing powers, like a battery. So it's like, oh, for a rainy day, I can, I don't want to have, if you really think about it, you can't have powers that contradict each other. You can't have the power of flight and at the same time have a power that makes you super heavy.
right.
So it's like, you could have this for now.
And the thing is, his brother wasn't quirkless.
No. Little did All for One know that his brother had the power to pass on quirks to other people.
Right. And
Yes.
so that's what he does.
Yeah, and the power that All for One gave him kind of mutated with his own power, creating one for all. And his brother, he just wanted to, he passed it down generations, just hoping that someday someone would take down, his evil sibling.
And what we find out is the League of Villains. Well, yeah. Oh yeah. This is not League of Villains. That All Might has already faced him.
And that's why in the first episode he had this giant scar, because it was one heck of a battle, and he was really injured by that. He was maimed by that fight.
And that's why he could only stay in the Tall Might form for so long.
Yes.
Which is why we see Small Might.
Yes. But the reason All Might's telling this to young Deku is that he believes All for One is back because of the League of Villains. And Deku's like, oh, it's going to be okay because, we have All Might. But All Might's like, I may not be the one that fights him.
And Deku kind of rounds his pants.
Well, I don't think he knows that yet. It's like, look at that. It's like, nope.
He doesn't.
He doesn't know. Deku doesn't know yet. But Deku has a hard road ahead of him.
And here, something that I
Yes.
I'd like to make a PSA on. There's always after credits.
Oh, sometimes, yeah. Yeah, there's
That's
usually
a good amount.
there's usually like a small trailer, but I like checking the timestamp. I like watching the end credits and seeing what comes after.
There's always something.
Well, yeah, there's
Like
either
the
going to be a
trailer-
trailer or there's going to be a scene that hints at the next episode. But this is Mr. Aizawa telling them about their final exams because, it's Japan and they're kids. And
And in the past, their exams normally had to deal with robots,
yes.
and here we have
And now we have a hint of all for one. And it's like, he's going to make some moves.
one for all.
Yeah. What?
Is he?
All for one.
That's all for one.
All for one.
God damn it!
You did it. You. Yes. Yes. Gearing up for final exams because
Japan.
Japan. Yeah. All right, I'll take this one.
It's literally called that.
Good title. Wonderful title. Final exams are approaching, and the class prepares for their written and practical exams. Momo hosts a study party at her mansion, and Itsuka and Izuku and his friends tells Izuku and his friends that the practical exam will be against robot enemies. After making it through 3 days of written exams, everyone is shocked to learn that the practical exam will not involve robots this year. Instead, they will be fighting in predetermined pairs against one of their teachers. To pass, they must either defeat the teacher or escape the arena before time runs out.
What a monkey wrench.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, Izuku is paired up with a teacher that's easy. He's easy to defeat.
Hopefully, he's paired up with somebody that likes Deku.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's not how drama works. No way.
I wonder what we're hinting at.
One of them is one of them is true, but the other one not so much. All right, episode 21. Oh, we get a little funny scene
With Midnight.
with Midnight and
Mountain Girl.
What's funny is that our mutual friend Alex Valderrama, he's a cosplay photographer, and he did a photography session with two cosplayers who were dressed up as Midnight and Mount Lady. I was very envious. They were quite lovely, but
He's like, who are you dressed as?
he kind of knew, but then like we finally saw this episode with him, and it's like, hey, Alex, it's your shoot.
Yep. He did not get the joke until right here.
Yeah, but a little bit of competition, Midnight, she's a beautiful lady, but she's been in the business for a while, and Mount Lady, she's a young ingenue, new to it, and like, oh, it's like, yeah, there's some drama there, and Mineta is just, it's so beautiful.
He's just so happy.
Yes. All right, let's put this full screen. All right, here we go. So final exams. Okay, they talk about like who's behind, and
I didn't know that was a thing
Yeah.
in Japan until I saw this.
yeah, ranking,
Where,
yeah.
like, whoa.
So Kaminari, but I don't blame Kaminari because he literally has dead brain cells.
He gets dumb when he uses his quirk.
Yeah.
It's rough. So middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack. Yeah. And they're mad because like, wait, I thought you were dumb like us. What?
And he's like,
No.
I daydream, but
Yeah, Midori is doing quite good.
he's 4 out of 20.
4 out of yeah, Ida. Yeah, expect nothing less. Momo is number 1. Bakugo, I think, is number 3. I think. Yeah, but Momo, being the top scorer in the class, offers her help to the other students, and we
There it is.
yeah. And what I love is that Bakugo is not stupid. Like, he is a smart kid. He just has like anger management issues.
So much.
Oh yeah. So they're talking. Ooh, pork cutlet.
That looks delicious.
That
actually.
does look delicious, yes.
Like, can we just pause and
Yeah.
appreciate anime food?
Yeah.
There is an anime I do want to talk about eventually.
Yes.
Food Wars,
Oh.
and it just it's gonna look so weird without any audio.
It's gonna look super weird. We should just do one episode, and see how that goes. Because it's if you don't know, there's
The food looks delicious.
there's a lot of fan service, a lot of
Just
a lot of people getting excited over food.
Oh, I got it. Think of the Merovingian serving chocolate cake to a lady.
Okay, all the youngins are like, what? What are you talking about? What? Like,
There it is. You must have seen Matrix Revolutions.
Reloaded.
Reloaded. Oh crap! You're right.
Yeah.
That was the second one.
Yeah. You're confronted by class B.
Yeah.
Yeah, over there.
And everybody has the same finals, but
They all got the same finals.
there's a competition,
Yeah.
and let's just
All right.
scrub on through.
Scrubbing on through. So we learned that
Momo's
Momo comes.
rich.
Yeah, she comes from a place of privilege. Like, she's like Bruce Wayne rich.
Yes.
But she's super nice. That's the thing. She's really cool.
This is what Bruce Wayne would have been like if his parents would have been alive.
Yeah. So, they're all training. They're all doing their best because, finals. You got practical exams. And then...
Now, they all think that they're going up against robots, and they're ready, and they're all hyped and ready to go. And the principal's like, what? No. We have something different.
Yeah. Instead, because of the recent events with the villains, they'll be going against the teachers, actual pros. The teachers will be handicapped. They'll have weights on their their legs and arms.
I thought they were just training.
Yeah. I wish you watched Naruto because there's this one scene where it's just, hey, Rock, take off the weights, and you're like, oh, he uses weights? I didn't know that. So he flips on top of a statue. He takes his weights, and and then he just releases them, and boom, just giant, and then he just moves faster than sound. And it's like,
Oh, wow.
holy crap.
All right.
You're that strong without the weights. The anime fans will know this scene. Well, we could YouTube it later. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's one of the best moments in Naruto.
So here you have the teachers just talking about how they're going to
And it's
be villains. And some of them are a little apprehensive about being villains, and some of them are just a little too happy to be villains.
Yeah. But, this is how they improve because, robots can only do so many things. Like, a teacher would be like, it's not just a test. It's like, what is this student weak at? And how could I, exploit it? So that's actually very important. So, they divvy up the students.
And they make, naturally, Deku and Lord Murder Explosion team up.
Yeah.
and they're up against All Might.
Yeah, they drew the short straw here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's great.
So.
Oh, but I feel bad for anyone that goes up Principal Nezu here.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's a few different ways you could win. The principal is holding up some handcuffs.
Yes.
And I don't think you have to handcuff both hands together. You just have to handcuff one person to another person.
Yeah.
So, and the other way to win is to escape from a designated area.
Yes.
And of course we have the announcer just doing his announcer thing.
Yeah. But they're geared up, they're ready, and these are the weights that I was talking about. And
everybody's watching everybody else because, of course, why wouldn't you?
Ochako and I think Yuga. Oh my God, such a weird pairing, right? Well, to be fair, any pairing with any pairing with French Havoc is a weird
French
pairing.
Havoc.
Yeah.
I'm like French belt.
I don't even know if he's French. He's probably French, but it's like I always felt like the show is trying to make him French.
It's a thing.
Yeah,
That's what feels right.
but
So here you have
Kirishima and Sugarman.
Yep.
And they're strong guys. He's got the rock form, and Sugarman's got super diabetes here.
And they're up against Cemento, who kicks ass in cities because basically he just does cement stuff.
Yeah, but their thinking is a little too straightforward.
Yep,
Because Cementos could just keep on, cement things, and the boys they quickly, they can't do it for too long,
and they're trapped.
and then they're trapped, and they lose, and so we know
So we know the teachers are out to win.
yeah.
So here we have Froppy and Ghost Bird.
Oh yeah. Tomoyaki.
Yeah, Tomoyaki. We have Dark Shadows and the Frog Quirk
Yep.
up against. I forget who they're up against.
Oh
They're up against the clone dude.
yeah. Attack of the Clones. All right, next episode we're just gonna continue with let's see, scaring up front. Yaoyorozu Rising. Nice. All right.
Yeah, so it's Sue and you want to screw the reading.
Sorry. Oh, you want to screw the reading?
Yeah, there are too many names.
Okay.
It's like Sue and
Yeah, well, we'll figure out what happens
Yeah,
with
we'll watch
the thing. But yeah, they're up against the ectoplasm who can make clones of himself. So that's pretty cool.
we could refer that.
Oh
to
my
the
God,
names.
the Attack of the Clones.
The Attack of the Clones.
I don't know if that was on purpose, but yet another Star Wars reference.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Thank you, Ectoplasm.
So, you got their best. And you know what I love is that Sue and Tomoyaki, they're both, really great all-rounders.
Full screen it.
Yeah. Or, Fumakage, yeah. Fumakage, yeah, they're both all-rounders. Again, Fumakage, he has Dark Shadow. He can...
In the darkness, he gets stronger. In the light, he gets weaker.
Yeah.
And it's basically just a shadow that just hits things.
Yeah.
And then you have Froppy, whose quirk is frog.
Yeah. She can basically do what a frog does.
And the tongue.
Yeah. So, I like this. It's, they really have to push themselves because, they got to deal with all these different
Clones.
clones here, and they always have to be on defense, but they also, they can't just be on defense. They have to, move.
Yeah, something that we forgot to talk about is...
Yeah, what up?
There is a time limit as well.
Yeah,
so,
they gotta get past the time limit.
So they either have to exit, which is what they're trying to do.
Yeah, so that's an escape gate. There we go.
Or they have to handcuff somebody. And the thing with ectoplasm is the fact that they can't handcuff a clone. They have to handcuff the original. So it's doubly hard.
Yeah. Yeah, so he creates a giant clone. That's pretty cool. They got stuck.
Does that
Yeah,
act like,
Fumakage's doing his best. What's
does that
up?
act like glue? Yeah, I guess. Or like insulation foam where it's like, I can't move.
Yeah. He really went to Home Depot for that one. And let's see. I think Sue does something
With the
like
tongue.
with her stomach and puts the thing on. They managed to get the handcuffs onto ectoplasm.
Well, what I think happens is she swallows the handcuffs
Yeah.
before they get to this area.
Yeah.
And while they're fighting, she spits it up, and Dark Shadow puts it on his leg.
Yeah, so that's they need some out of the box thinking if they're gonna win this, and Midoriya's learning.
Yeah, and
I got it.
And they had to work together, and both use their quirks, which is great.
Yep.
So here you have
You got
Ingemia,
Ingenium
Ingenium, and
and Ida and I just call him Tail Guy.
Kung Fu Master.
Yeah, and they're against I think Power Loader.
Yes, Power Loader.
Yeah. Let me see. Power Loader. Yeah, there we go. Yes.
Tenya and Mashir.
Mashir. I'm just gonna call him Tail Guy.
Tail Guy.
Tail Guy. There we go. And they're teaming up. They do some really cool things, and
Tail Guy gets flung out of the escape gate.
yeah, no,
through,
they use their powers really, really cool. They're in the air, they're flying, but they're smart. Yeah.
Recipro burst.
Yeah, Ida uses Recipro and like spins
Tail Guy.
out. Boom, done.
Now they don't have to make it out. It's just one of them, and Ida knows that.
Yeah.
Bada bing. Now here you have Momo and
Yeah, this is
Icy
more.
Hot.
Yeah, Icy Hot. Yeah, more or less the main story here. And if you recall, Momo, she's had some issues because she's had some confidence issues because ever since the sports tournament where she was
soundly defeated, decimated
by Fumakage, it's like she's lost confidence in herself. Yeah, but she's a very capable young woman. She just has to find that confidence again.
Yeah, and now there's just this self-doubt and second guessing. So, Icy Hot just, while he definitely is using both sides of his body, there's a lot in him that.
Yeah. Now, they're up against Mr. Aizawa, whose quirk is Erasure. If you recall, when he uses his quirk, if he looks at you, you can't use your powers. So Shoto would, not be as effective because he has a very strong quirk.
He's awesome against Icy Hot. So it's like, yeah, this is somebody to be reckoned with.
Yeah, and Shoto, he is very, very much dependent on his quirk. So this is actually a really good tactic in order to make sure that Mr. Aizawa isn't using in the area using his powers on them. Momo is constantly making Russian nesting eggs because that's what one of the first things she made as a kid. So yeah, a little bit of trivia. So she just
know that.
Yeah, she just it's really cute, isn't it?
Yeah. That is. So why is she making the nesting eggs?
Oh, because if she can't make them, that means that he's around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Surprise attack, ninja.
Yep. And she can't make the eggs.
That's so cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. He's got those glasses too, and he's got the cool probably the coolest scarf in all of anime, right? Oh my God.
It's amazing, and that's not even his quirk.
He just got really good at like Scarfu. And
that's mean. He put caltrops.
He put caltrops there just to like.
If you fall, it's gonna really suck.
Yeah. And it's just that's Mr. Aizawa for you.
Yeah, absolutely. and because he could. Oh, one thing we didn't talk about is the fact that his quirk goes away, or like you get your power back if he blinks.
Yeah, if he blinks, yeah.
So that's why he needs to use eye drops because it's hard keeping your eyelids open.
But Momo, she's like, oh no, I'm alone. She's again, she has the confidence issues. Like, what am I gonna do? And like, I'm never gonna pass this.
Yeah.
And Mr. Aizawa is on her tail, but she's she's doing things.
She's
reacting. She's reacting. Good.
And here she's like, you know what? I have to help my friend.
Yeah, she's got to get her groove back in order for both of them to pass.
Yeah, and he's just saying,
it's
get
like,
out of here.
He's saying, you know what? You're cool. You just got to get your crap together, lady. I mean.
Oh yeah, and she has to make the thing.
And as it turns out, those Russian nesting eggs were flashbangs all along.
Oh, that sucks for Mr. Aizawa.
Yeah, and it's like Mr. Aizawa is actually Oh, that was impressive. All right. You don't see him smile a lot, so I was like, oh, that was nice.
Yeah, you only partially blinded me. Good job, kids.
Yeah.
And again, he uses power, and they can't do crap.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. They make the ice wall. Momo makes a bunch of fabric there, and they make the ice wall here. They need to get away.
It's flammable, so she burns it up.
Yeah, she makes flammable stuff there that binds them and all. And they managed to capture him. That's cool.
It's great.
And
I love it because it's her plan.
it's her plan, and she gets it back. I'm very proud of her. She's one of my favorite characters.
She needed the win.
Yeah.
And here you have French Havoc and Gravity Girl against 13.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, so you have a crush on Midoriya, don't you?
And she just is like, wait, what did you say?
It's like,
Totally makes her lose concentration. But it actually helps them in the end, because if we scrub a little bit,
she's like, what? Yeah, how do you know?
I don't even know if I like him. So, yeah, we're going to get to the next episode.
Next episode. Cool. Yeah, we'll just breeze through this. 23, stripping the varnish.
So here's still the final exams, and yeah, she's all like, "Oh my gosh!"
She loses her concentration, but because of what she learned from Gunhead, she does some kung fu stuff.
Yeah.
And she manages to take down 13.
She's
the
just
rescue
so
hero. Yeah.
she's just so angry. She stopped thinking and just fell back to training, and that's great. Because I don't think French Havoc did that on purpose. He just wanted the juicy gossip.
So they make it. Oh, you got Kaminari and Pinky over here. Oh, but bad luck with the draw. They're up against Principal Nezu.
He's crazy.
He's crazy. Yeah, he's a master planner. I forgot what his quirk was exactly, but it's like he's very good at planning things.
Yeah, so he knows. So he could plan traps into traps into traps.
Yeah, he could easily be a supervillain, but he's the principal, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank goodness.
So it's like, no, these kids don't have a chance. Look at that.
Just
So
drinking his tea.
So adorable. Yeah, high specs.
He's so happy.
It's like, nah, they don't have it. They're trying to get out of this. No, they can't. Just blocking off all the exits. And he, the saddest that he is, it's like, oh, I left one exit open.
I wonder why.
Oh, just to piss him off. Oh, you have Jiro and
Ocheko?
hold on. Present mic. Oh yeah. And the animal guy. He could talk. He could. Yeah. He has the quirk of anima where he can talk to animals.
Oh yeah, he could talk to like birds and whatever.
Yeah. But they're against Present Mike, the loudest DJ.
That's basically just a screamer.
Yeah. He's like Banshee or who else? Black Canary. That's a good one. Yeah. And it's like, oh, there we go. And
oh right, yeah. So here's the thing that I love. He gets to talk to any type of animal, and ants are an animal.
yeah, he's scared of bugs. And like,
But they're creepy and crawly. I get it.
I kind of get it. He's just scared and like, oh no. But
It's like, oh, they got to do it. He's got to confront his fear and like.
Yeah, because
Jiro,
his
gotta do it.
his friend is bleeding from the ears.
Friend is bleeding. His friend is bleeding from the ears. I mean, and like his mom loves him and really believes in him. So it's like, oh my god, the power of the mom, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy. And then he like, this is wonderfully disgusting. This is like Temple of Doom. Yeah, Present Mike did not have a chance against these two.
Look how happy she is. She's like, hooray.
Let's see here.
So who do we have up? Who is this guy?
Shoji, I think. Yeah, he's got dupla arms.
Yeah.
And they're against Snipe. Is that his name? That makes sense. Yeah.
Highlight it for me. Oh, Toru.
Yeah, Snipe. Yeah. Cool design. You don't really see much of him on the show though. But yeah, the other student's invisible. So.
Invisigirl?
I forget her name. She's also a fan favorite.
Where
Mezu Toru?
Toru
yeah,
is
Toru.
the Invisigirl, and
Yeah.
Mezu is the arm dude. There it is.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And, it's like, yeah, she used her invisibility. That's what she does. Here's like an HR complaint. Snipe accidentally, I think, touches, her naked body. And it's like, oh my god, I'm in trouble.
This is beyond HR, dude. This is
like that's a
this-
minor who's
this-
naked.
This could be a cop thing. And he's just like, I didn't see you.
You're invisible.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
So I say the class is doing well. More kids are passing than failing. So here we have grape juice.
Yeah, grape juice. Yeah, we call him grape juice. Mineta, the class pervert, and just wonderfully, he's up against Midnight, the R-rated hero who's super sexy, and
Right up his
she
alley.
has this ability to secrete a gas that makes people fall asleep.
Is that
Cero.
Cero.
Yeah. I have a feeling that he's like named after cellophane, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
So he's passed out.
He's passed out, and Mineta is just very jealous because, oh no, I wish I was Zero right now.
That's a very Japanese thing.
Just crying from his eyes. You don't see that often.
Bleeding.
No.
So he has
Bleeding
an
from his
erection.
eyes. Yes.
That's what that means.
Yes. Oh, Zero got knocked out, and it's like, oh no, what's Mineta gonna do?
Yeah. And everybody's just watching the show.
It's like, and everyone expects him to fail. It's like, oh wow, but you know what? No, he's here for a reason.
He wants to be a hero.
Wants to be a hero, and he comes up with an idea. He makes a mask, and then he throws his balls.
Yep. And now she's stuck.
Grape rush. Grape rush.
Grape Rush is his superpower.
Grape rush. Just throwing his grape balls.
And now she can't escape. And he comes out on top.
Yeah, they both escape, and he used his brain there. That's nice. So Midoriya wants to
Work with Bakugo.
formulate a plan with Bakugo because they're up against All Might.
Yeah, and he's like, Kachan. Oh, we haven't talked about that, but Midoriya has been calling Bakugo Kachan for forever.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's because Chan is an honorific. It's it's for like small children. So
And they've known each other since they
yeah,
were
it's
kids.
like a nickname. It's like saying, "Oh, Allie." That's not your name,
Yeah.
but
I get it.
yeah, that's how it is. And they've known each other since they were kids. So yeah, that's what I think it is. If I'm wrong, please correct me, internet. But that's my thought of why he's called Kachan.
by Midoriya. All right, episode 24.
So here we're having the climax.
We sure are, yeah.
Well, the climax should happen towards the end.
I know, you don't want climaxes happening too fast. And you don't want climaxes happening for one person but not the other person. That's just impolite. Like, Bakugo and Deku must have a climax at the same time.
Hey, man, sometimes you just can't help it. But here...
That's what we call premature climaxing. It happens. People just get too excited.
It's a fun time. So here we're just looking at how much Bakugo just really, really is annoyed and upset by Deku. And it's great.
It's like, why is he even here? It's like, whoa, what's and this is a great examination into Bakugo's psyche, because he is probably one of the most complex characters on the show. I love him.
Yeah, like
oops, wrong one.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it, but he's chosen this path of being a hero, but there's definitely a hard edge that is counterintuitive to this lifestyle.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And we're gonna really talk about that later.
Yeah, and I love that it's, a lot of fights deal with fights of ideology. For instance, Todoroki versus Deku, where Deku believes that you have to use all your power, and if you're not using all your power in order to win, then you're not, you're insulting your opponent.
Right.
This is an interesting fight because the ideological battle isn't between Deku and All Might. It's between Deku and Bakugo.
And it's what Deku kind of always wanted his whole life, which is working together with Bakugo.
Yeah.
And Bakugo just like, no, there could only be one most powerful person, and that person, works alone.
Yes. Like he believes that being strong is to be alone, to work alone, and Deku, he wants to help people, even to a fault, I'd say.
Right.
So, we see, and they're like, oh, we have to come up with a plan. I'm like, no, screw you, Deku.
I'm just going to beat All Might by myself because basically might makes right.
Yeah. It's like there's a lot of friction between the two, but here comes All Might.
Yeah. Even with that, he blows up the city with a shockwave.
Yes.
I love it. And Bakugo, look at that grin. He's like, yeah, baby.
Yeah. And also, Bakugo wants to defeat All Might. I don't think that's going to happen. Deku,
he doesn't want to die.
Just wants to run away because you have the person that wants to fight All Might, and the other person just he worships it too much.
Right.
And
he can't even be in the same room.
And it's this great thing, yeah. And they both have to come to terms. Bakugo's doing his best, but All Might's just too strong.
and too fast, because Deku's trying to just see what's happening, and he gets outflanked.
Yeah. They end up on the ground. Like, oh, no, we got to work together. He's like, no.
Yeah, we get flashbacks about Deku. Excuse me. How Deku and Bakugo grew up together.
Yeah, and they both idolized All Might. Their sources of inspiration come from the same place. And All Might here is saying, I know why you're upset. You see young Midoriya, but remember, it's easier from a person to improve when they're at 0.
And
it's like, whereas Bakugo he's already really great. It's hard to,
Yeah, it's easier to track improvement or when you had none to go, but to get from like, level 80 to level 90,
Yeah.
you need to do the same amount of work that it takes to get from level 0 to level 70.
Yes. Yeah,
So-
that's just how it works. It's progression. Bakugo, he's like, no, I can't win this. If I can't win this alone, then I'm not going to win this. And Deku
That's not
punches the crap out of Bakugo because, like,
He has to earn his respect.
it's like he needs to earn respect. But also, it's like to Deku, Bakugo is the symbol of victory. He's what Deku thinks of, when he thinks victory. So if Bakugo says that, if Bakugo is giving up, then what does anything mean?
Oh,
And here's All Might, just a nice little moment. Like, did they have to make these things so heavy?
and it looks like it's chafing him. He's like, ah.
Ugh.
So here they're just yelling at each other again.
Yeah. Here's a young Bakugo, like I think he's a kindergartner or a first grader fighting off against fourth graders, and like, wow, he was brave even back then.
Yeah, and he was standing up for himself, doing what he felt was right, and
Yeah.
he's trying just to beat All Might again.
Beat
just
All Might
to,
again.
Knock him out.
Yeah, so here's a surprise attack. Boom. But I love this. It's slight, but I adore it. Like, Midoriya has one of Bakugo's gauntlets where he stores his nitroglycerin, and and they use it for a surprise attack.
And he pulls
Boom.
the pin.
Pulls the pin on All Might.
So here they're finally working together, because I think Bakugo finally understands that Midoriya and Bakugo are actually fighting the same fight,
Yeah.
which is what they're actually doing.
Yeah. They're finally cooperating.
Yeah, and oh man, that hour's almost up for All Might.
Hour's almost up. And they're almost at the gate. But All Might comes and smashes the gauntlets. Oh my god. There comes a point where, like, look, I know Bakugo's strong and all, but it's like you flung him into a building. I mean, come on.
Ouch.
I'm pretty sure Midoriya could take it with his, one for all, but like Bakugo's still just a human. Like, he just has fire powers.
Explosions go off on his body. I think he could take a little hit by a building.
Apparently he did. Oh, and here's a good look at Midoriya's mask that he never uses.
Look at that cowl.
Look at that cowl. He looks dumb in it. But
he's not in it.
It's good. It's great for a silhouette though when he's moving around.
It's quite not it's not a cape, but it's something that flutters.
Yeah. Also, he has a gas mask that he doesn't use that often, but he can use it in the future. I could see how that could come in handy.
Yeah, it's that little ring right there.
Yeah, the little silver thing. So, yeah. It's like,
So
ooh.
here it looks like all hope is lost for our young heroes.
Yeah, and in a strange way, Midoriya is inspired by All Might when he fought the Nomu, because it's like a hero knows how to get out of a tight spot.
Yeah,
He always comes out on top.
and he uses his power to get out. Same thing with
Bakugo just,
blows up
Bakugo's-
something.
He ends up like doing a fastball special, a cannonball special on Deku, just using his explosion power like the baseball.
Yeah.
Like the baseball. And it's like, you get out of here.
Yep, because they have to escape,
Gotta escape. Oh,
and All Might
All Might
uses his body.
uses his body. He could have paralyzed Deku over there, and Deku hits a truck. I'm sorry, a bus. But it's like, what? Like, All Might,
Superheroes.
calm down, All Might. These are children.
He's not gonna calm down. And look at that, Bakugo's literally hitting him with
Bakugo is
fire.
like,
You
even-
want him to calm down and let up. Bakugo's trying to kill him.
I know, and he was he was flinging at a building. That was great. But Deku's almost there.
Eyeing the prize.
but he just can't let Bakugo, you know, his old friend, his former friend, you know, lose. And Bakugo's like, even to the end, he's like, screw you, I'm gonna bite you. I don't care what I gotta do.
He's gonna fight with every inch he has.
Every inch he has. That inspires Deku. Deku gives one hell of a punch. Boom! Hitting All Might.
And his hour's up, so All Might just, it's like, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. They learned their lesson.
They're working together.
They're working together, and they make it. Good job. Good job, guys.
Look at the trail of destruction that they leave.
Oh, poor recovery girl.
Yeah.
Jeez. What are you doing? They're children.
Why did you hit? You made him fall into a bus. And All Might's happy. He's like, they didn't break anything. They didn't break bones. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, if that's your bar, what the crap?
Yeah, but everyone, they all learn things.
They all learn things, and everybody basically passes.
Like 5 people don't pass.
Yeah, but they don't get held back.
They don't get held back. They
we find out in the next episode.
Yeah.
But
and
here
Shigaraki from the League of Villains, he's there's a nice little meet cute here. They meet up with the Dobby, who has the fire quirk, and Toga.
She has a blood thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, we're here because of Stain.
Here because of Stain. How you doing? That's nice. It's nice that they're networking.
Yeah.
All right, next episode. Final episode of the season. Encounter. All right. Let me just read the thing here. At the League of Villains hideout, 2 visitors express interest in joining the League of Villains. Tomura resents the fact that Stain's ideology has inspired so many people when his own approach has not been nearly as successful. Meanwhile, Izuku and his classmates go on a shopping trip to prepare for summer training camp. All right, there we go. Now I'm reminded what this is.
Yeah, this is the Let's Go to the Mall episode.
Yeah, let's all go to the mall today. Let's shop all our cares away. So Toga's like, oh man, that's Stain. He's great. I love his ideology.
And they're all
like, all right.
And they all just are loving that. Yeah, the good guys, they're not pure. And here they want to fight each other, but
because they're villains. That's what they do.
Yeah.
But Kurogiri, he's like, no,
it's not.
We can. Let's be civil about this.
Yeah.
And
because he remembers how the Nomu was defeated. So he's like, we need brains more than brawn.
But he's like, it's things are building, the League of Villains. But I was like, he's Shigaraki's lost. It's like, what am I really fighting for? I don't know.
Right?
You need a why.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna get that soon.
Yeah.
So here, everybody's talking about the finals and how
they did, and a few people did not pass the final exams, but all they got to do is take summer classes. So basically summer school, and they all get to go to the summer retreat, a training camp in the woods.
Yeah, so they just have to do more school than everybody else, but they don't miss out on anything.
Yeah.
And now everybody finds out, wait, what do you mean summer field trip? And they're all like, oh, we have to buy things at the mall.
Let's go to the mall today.
So they're doing their thing.
Yeah.
Some people are thinking practically. Some people are just falling in love.
Falling in love. French Havoc, you were right.
And
but
bum.
Shigaraki, he abducts Deku, and he has remember Shigaraki has a decaying quirk. If he concentrates and
he wants to, he could
he could
make anything that he's touching decay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just organic stuff or what, but it's like yeah.
Well, I mean he this hasn't happened yet, but I think he decays weapons.
Yeah, you see how popular Stain has gotten, and it's like well, they're just selling Stain merchandise over there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
it's like
and he just sees how he's ultimately going to be right because evil is just going to be corrupt.
yes.
Where Stain's ideology, even if Stain is has a pureness to it, it's going to get twisted and warped.
Yes. So Shigaraki, he notes that, look, even if you fight me, Midoriya, there are people all around. They're all in trouble, So
look at these children.
Just behave. So they're talking. They're talking about Stain and
the ideology behind it.
And they talk about All Might and that he's the pillar. And it occurs to Shigaraki, yes, you know what? That should be the goal, to end All Might. Because if I take that pillar down,
everything else falls with it.
Exactly.
And Deku's just freaking out, but Gravity Girl is like, oh, who's this friend of yours with the black hoodie?
Yeah.
And because, he doesn't want to cause a scene, he doesn't.
Yes. So, and I think in the end, it's going to come down to these two. I might be wrong, but there's Deku and Shigaraki. They're both proteges of great heroes and villains, respectively, and they're both being groomed to be the next big
leaders of their respective groups.
Yes, yeah. So it's in the end, I think it's gonna come down to these two.
I see it. And Deku being Deku, he reports it to the police.
Yes. Sometimes I forget the police exist in this universe. Honestly, I'm like, all right, you do exist.
Tony Stark has a bodyguard. Thank you, Happy.
Yeah, so, you got to report detective, and All Might learns about it. Oh, Deku's mom is like, poor Deku's mom, man. Mrs. Deku. She's just going through a lot, man.
Just stressed out again. And here they're just like, don't worry, we're going to try to keep you safe. And they're just not happy.
Yes.
So here they're talking about, one thing that I really like is the fact that you actually see that Icy Hot's talking to his mom again.
Oh yeah, let me go to that. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, Todoroki needs to heal in order to become a better hero, and he's definitely one of the most important people in this season, especially. He really grows as a person, and he's a fan favorite. People love Todoroki. Like out of the top 3 students, the polls, it's always Bakugo, Deku, and Todoroki.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lord Murder explosion.
Yeah. And it ends in the credits at the beach
with just more training.
I'm guessing it's Dagobah, but
yes.
You go jog at the beach that you cleaned up, and it's the symbolism of that. I love that. And the beach is a common milestone that they always go back to. Oh, but you got All for One here, and it's like, yeah, I got some plans.
Yeah,
we're building the army.
He sees what's happening, but we have Darth Vader because we finally get the shot. Let's yeah. There's Darth Vader. So that's season 2, where we learn about the strength of the villains and the heroes.
Yeah, it's what I love. And it's a great continuation, is that you're opening up the universe. You get to know more about the other characters that are at UA, Todoroki especially, and the mythology gets deeper.
Yeah, we also learn about the main villain as well.
Oh yes.
And how he's been doing this for a while. So until next time, I hope this wasn't a waste of your time.